Beneficiary designations trump my will, and do I really need a will? What's up, everybody? My name is Josh Key. I'm the managing attorney at Key Law. We take the headache out of estate planning and probate so you can focus on what's important. Before we get started, if you have questions related to this or anything else about estate planning or probate, and you live in the great state of Alabama, you can contact and speak to an attorney for free at keylawllc.com. We got a calendar there. You can set up a time. We'd be happy to speak with you, see if we can help you clear up whatever you've got going on. Now, on with the question. Do beneficiary designations trump my will, and do I really need a will? So the short answer is yes. Beneficiary designations do trump your will. That's why they're really important. You want to make sure that the allocations and the people that you have set up there are correct in who you want them to be. So basically what happens is when you have any type of financial institution account, a retirement account, a checking account, savings account, anything like that, and you have a transfer on death, payable on death, or beneficiary designations, once you pass, it automatically is going to pay out or transfer the funds that you have in that account into the person that you designate, per se. So it's really, really important to have that set up. So this is really an important designation and an important thing to keep in mind, especially if you have trust. One of the biggest mistakes that I see in my practice is that people will create this really nice trust and it's got everything all set out, and then they don't have their beneficiary designation set for the trust. They have it set for someone else or a spouse or something they did a long, long time ago, and that can cause all kinds of problems. It's also really, really important in the midst of divorce because you want to make sure that those beneficiary designations for an old spouse or any family member, any of that sets up there. So you want to make sure that that they're correct. It's good to kind of go through them every now and again. I know this is that time of year in 2023 for that to occur. So whatever you have in your will, any of these nice flowery things or language set up, and you can see that with the trust example, the beneficiary designation will go ahead and trump that because it automatically pays it to that person. It doesn't pay it to anyone else. It doesn't pay it to the estate. It doesn't pay it anywhere else. It just pays it to that specific person who's named. Now, if you were smart and you had planned ahead and you had used transfer on death deeds, which are very, very similar to beneficiary designations, and you have all of your accounts and all of everything all planned out to automatically pass, first of all, kudos to you. You're awesome. But secondly, you're going to avoid a lot of probate. You're going to avoid a situation where a will, in that instance, is going to be doing a lot for you. Now, will a will still do some things for you? Yes, it will. So first of all, there's two examples to kind of think about why you will still need a will even if you do have it all planned out. First, you'll have a personal representative that you'll need to name. If something should happen to you and you would need to file a lawsuit on your death, or for instance, say a car accident or some sort of wrongful death suit, that personal representative on behalf of the estate would be able to go ahead and file that suit for you. So you'll need to have somebody in charge that's able to handle some of that information in some of those situations. And then secondly, in the event that you did not do anything or there's personal property, you'll still be able to go ahead and kind of set that out and delineate who would receive it at that point. So it's also a nice little catch-all there for you to be able to grab anything that you may have forgotten or that's there. So yes, in that instance, you will still need a will, and it's still a good idea to have a will. But the beneficiary designations and the transfer on death designations, they will trump what's in your will, and they will make sure that you do not have a long, drawn-out process with the transfer of that property. So that's the deal. Basically, beneficiary designations are pretty awesome. If you have questions related to this or anything about estate planning or probate, you can go to keylawllc.com, set up a time to talk. We'd be happy to help you. That's it for this one.